I recognize that one as well. Hi, my name is Tom Haak of the HR Trend Institute. Today I want to talk a little bit about biases, and yeah, you could say unfortunately we are all influenced and prone to different biases. When I started working a long time ago, after a couple of years, they allowed me to make my own team. It was a recruitment team, and I could recruit a couple of new people. And so I put an advertisement in the paper, and I got a pile of CVs. And hey, there was a guy in the pile, and he went to my high school, same high school. That was the Huygens Lyceum. It doesn't exist anymore. Same high school. So immediately in my brain, I thought, well, this should be a very good candidate. I invited him, I interviewed him, and of course, in the interview, he proved that he was the excellent candidate for this junior recruitment position. Well, it turned out to be a disaster. It was already visible on day one when he entered the office, and in those days we wore ties, and his tie was somewhere but not around his neck, and he was looking, oh, a tie, and he put on the tie. Terrible. So it only took a couple of months before I had to fire him, my first fire experience. And when we opened his desk, there were hundreds of application letters hidden in his desk. He just received them, put them in his desk, and then sat there, I don't know, dreaming about beautiful things. A couple of biases were active here, so super dangerous. In my office, my home office, I have on the wall, I took it down, you can't see it very well, but I have this beautiful picture, and it's called the Cognitive Bias Index, and I will try to put a picture in the video. The Cognitive Bias Codex. And it's a circle with 188 biases grouped in different categories. 188, and you can find them on Wikipedia. It was done by John Menugen III and a couple of other people, but they made this beautiful picture, and I can recommend you to order this. I think you can order it online and put it on your wall and study the 188 biases. And it's fascinating, and you recognize a lot of them. They're grouped in categories. I just read a couple of categories, but one category to do with the case. We imagine things and people we're familiar with or fond of as better. Same high school, very familiar, so he must be a good guy. Well, and so on. So there's all kind of categories and a lot of biases in this beautiful chart. And yeah, probably there's a couple of key messages here, and we are aware of some of the biases. Of course, not all 188, but if you study them, you say, oh yeah, I recognize that one as well. Two key messages here. One, there are a lot more biases than we know and are aware of, so you better watch out. Human behavior is very complex, and let's not simplify it too much. We're all prone to it. I'm a psychologist. I studied psychology. I'm very aware of all the, but yeah, it doesn't help. I'm still, well, I'm not bias free. So we're all affected by it. There are a lot. We're all affected by it. So we better be aware and be very humble and cautious when we operate. Yeah, so just a short story about biases. A lot more to say about it, but I encourage you to study the biases and become a better human being. Take care. Bye bye.